Hey guys, I'm back. You know exactly what trauma you're getting into with this. YouTube animation channels. A phrase so powerful, it can make anyone fear for their life. And now my story animated has easily the worst track record with this type of stuff. And initially, I was gonna review this one where where this nerd essentially. I'm just not even gonna describe it. I'm just gonna make a separate video on that. But basically, so I was going through Tartarus, aka videos on that they made, and then I stumbled across this one. I am roommates with these creepy things. Now, I don't want to sound like August the Duck, but might be the worst one of all time. Just like genuinely, I think I watched like a little bit of it back when I was like, I don't know, 10, but I just like haven't even touched it in a good like few years. Went from relatively grounded to absurd. But basically, anyway, no more dilly dallying. Let's get into the suffering.
Isabel, but you can call me Izzy, and I have the craziest story to tell you. But before I do, please like and subscribe.
Okay, so we already got the stupid signature hand raise that these channels are known so well for, or unfortunately known for, as well as ploy to like and subscribe because the people think that this is real. Oh my gosh. Even though literally everything in this video could have never happened. It's just not gonna happen.
I grew up with my single mom in a house close to the beach, and ever since I can remember, I've been obsessed with life in and around the ocean. In my head, I was meant to save the ocean from evil humans. Excuse me.
I'm just gonna make it short and say that this entire part is just kind of an exposition dump. That oh my gosh, she loves the ocean, and it's how she gets this camp thing we see later. And oh my gosh, person born near ocean like ocean. Wow, wow. If you're born in the desert, does that make you like the desert? No, you tolerate it because that's where you live. And I get that some people really like ocean life. I mean, I really like frogs, just personally, but like, ah. So yeah, this love for the sea life somehow involves a ton of stuff, and I'm not even gonna spoil it.
And at 17, I was the youngest, most decorated volunteer, and even had my own YouTube channel about ocean life. Things were great, but a month before my 18th birthday, everything changed. I was at the beach one day when I noticed a strange man staring at me. I ignored him, but when I was going home that evening, he jumped in my way. What the heck? Who are you? I may look small, but I can do some serious damage.
So basically, she cleans up beaches and is the best at it. Oh my gosh, fame precedes her because she does community service, and so yeah, this guy ends up basically coming out of the shadows, like a spirit from another realm, and then she doesn't, and she basically acts like she knows kung fu, and then he gives her an invitation to a camp thing for ocean goer cleanup things. And am I the only one to say it probably isn't best to act like you're gonna jump her in order to get her attention to go to some sort of like sea life camp thing? It's just probably not the best idea.
Later, I landed in Costa Rica and was blown away by the size of the camp. I had no idea so many people were as passionate as I was about the cause. Excuse me, you're standing in my way? I turned around to face a blonde girl frowning at me. Sorry, I was just watching. I didn't ask. Could you move now? I need to walk on these red tiles only.
Okay, so now we got the introduction of the typical standard fare bully slash popular one that apparently can only walk on red tiles, or apparently she's gonna just combust or something. I don't know. Why is she here if she can't? If she can only walk on the red tiles, then A, why not just duct tape the red tiles to your feet? Then you're always walking on the red tiles, so you can actually walk places. And B, why do you even come here if you can only walk on these things? And as we'll see later, I think that this girl might be deranged.
Swooped her up. You know the drill. Carry me to my right. To walk on these red tiles only, or something bad'll happen tonight. I wasn't sure if I heard the girl right, but before I could react, a boy came out of nowhere and swooped her up. You know the drill. Carry me to my room. Now! Of course, my princess. I was so confused watching the two of them leave.
For once, I agree. Like, why would this guy just, like, swoop up to carry this girl? Once again, just duct tape the red tiles to your feet if that's really just, like, an issue, rather than having a guy carry you around. Or maybe, hear me out, walk on the sand. Or don't come. I mean, your parents clearly sent you here because, I don't know, there's someone who enjoys the ocean at least. So, just question is, why would you just, like, not even, like, just walk on the sand? Is it really that hard? Later we'll see why, but even still, this is just weird.
Henry walked up to me and offered to show me around. As he led me to my room, he told me I'd be sharing with his daughter, Emma. I'd always lived alone, so I was excited to have a roommate, but my excitement turned to shock when I opened the door and saw the room filled with weird-looking dolls. What the heck was this? Don't touch my special dolls. I almost jumped out of my shoes hearing the voice. It was the same weird girl from before. That's my side of the room, so could you move your stuff, please? Legend has it that these dolls haunt you in your
I'm sorry, but if someone says these dolls are gonna haunt you in your sleep, or like don't touch my special voodoo dolls, yeah, I'm sorry. You had a good run. You're dying tonight. And after this, it gets like a little bit boring. But then again, I'm used to a snooze fest at this point, so that's kind of the normal. So yeah, basically it just goes on about how, oh my gosh, this girl started out mean, and they meet her boyfriend, and yeah, and yada yada yada, fight, break up, yay, they grow closer, wow. Yeah, and a little bit of Sam, the boyfriend's backstory, but that would be basically it. So yeah, nothing eventful for like a couple minutes.
Later, the instructor informed us that Mr. Beast was in town and he wanted to visit us, and Sam and I volunteered to help out with prepping the camp. Why couldn't the pirate learn the alphabet?
This is really just like the only thing keeping me sane is that this definitely never happened. I can definitely say that was certainty. Like, why would really Mr. Beast visits this like lakeside cleanup camp for what? To host a challenge? Just why? Why? Uh, even like fake Mr. Beast is just like infected everything nowadays, from mobile game ads to now very bad animations. Just like what the amount of like the amount of like the amount of just not reality. This is just insane. But yeah, then it happens that like, oh my gosh, there's Mr. Beast challenge. What? Whoa, yeah.
Finishing up on my own, but there was just too much to do. Suddenly, I heard footsteps behind me and assumed it was Sam, but my jaw dropped when I saw Mr. Beast in the flesh. Too late for you to be up and working, right? How art thou? Sorry. I'm talking gibberish. I'm a huge fan. What you do inspires so many people. It's tough. Yeah, but not as tough as what you guys do. I used to volunteer at this camp too. Best days of my life. Wish I could say the same. Anyway, I thought you were coming next week. I was, but then what's the fun in that? I like to give surprises. Oh my god, did I just have a conversation with the most followed?
Ah! Just help. Just help. At first, I laughed at its expense. Like, wow. But now, I'm speechless and not in a good way because just like, A, you couldn't have even hired someone to do the acting for Jimmy. But B, this is the most, like, this is, like, I'd say, like, at least you could have at least hired a voice actor for Jimmy, or done anything to make us actually feel like it was even slightly real. No one knows it is! Everyone knows that this never happened, except for apparently the idiots in the comments who were like, oh my gosh, such sympathy, wow. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be sympathetic, but I'm saying that this never happened. Anyways, yeah. This very quickly went from laughing at its expense to just what is happening. This is just like ADHD in video form because of how quickly it zips around. And I don't think that this will do it justice. But yeah, this video was off the rails, and I don't even think I'm halfway done. Though I will admit that like the back like 3/4 of the video, no, not like 3/4. The back like quarter of the video is just kind of a snooze fest. Like they clearly had wasted all their money on the non-existent Mr. Beast, the non-existent Mr. Beast voice actor. So they obviously didn't really have enough time to do anything interesting. Then again, this video isn't interesting, so what do I know? But yeah, pretty much just the last like part of it is just relationship drama and yeah, pretty much the back half is just like relationship drama and Mr. Beast cleanup beach challenge and a bunch of other stuff, and it's just like none of this feels real. You could have at least done things to make it at least not quality, but believable. yeah, none of this is believable or like yeah, none of it is believable or in any way good. Yay. Anyway, see you next time, Macaw.